Good evening. Good evening. No big woo. You just got your woo. Yeah. Good evening. Oh, come down sick. Yay. So instead of continuing on with the Seated Perfection speedrun, which is going to require me to be a lot quicker in my brain than I currently am, we are going to prove Shwiniji wrong again. Yeah, I feel it better to as well soon. Grace Jar, welcome in, and congrats Burnt Soup on getting the 473, and welcome in Nick, and welcome in Bim. Before we get started, there's a couple of things I want to test. In the code today, I was looking in the code today, and I noticed on the green slime class, in the constructor, yeah, come across the other monitor. Over here, come on, yeah, cool. As kitty cam is not on, good. Recommend a firewolf mic. So this class here, green slime. This controls all the slime. Any slime that you see, whether it actually be green, whether it be a frost jelly, whether it be a sludge, whether it be an iridium slime, whether it be a tiger slime, whether it be a copper slime, is one of these objects, one of these green slimes. And depending on what your current mine level is, just gets passed in, depending on what the mine level is as to what it actually looks for. So this one there is green slime, this one there is frost jelly, this one here is sludge, sludge, sludge. So iridium slimes have all the stats of a sludge, but adjusted. Now, this one here, if mine level is 9999899, that is Skull Cavern's level 9999779. That does not relate to anything else in the game. This one up here, 77377, that is the quarry mine. When you go down the ladder from the cave entrance in the quarry, it puts you onto floor 77377. That doesn't relate to anything. But if you are on that level, then the slimes that you get can drop 394. 394 is a rainbow shell. It can drop 60 and 62. I believe that's emerald and aquamarine. Or 797, which is a pearl. If the slime hutch has been built, 413 is a blue slime egg, and a constant roll for 766, and 766 is slime. So 2% chance of a rainbow shell, 2% chance of an emerald, 2% chance of a aquamarine, 1% chance of a pearl. If you build a slime hutch, 3% chance of a blue slime egg, and just a rolling 50% chance of slime. I'm going to go to mine level that, and if we get slimes, we're going to kill them and see what kind of drops we get. These drops here do not get affected by the burglar's ring. But I'm surprised I haven't actually spotted this before. What is this mine level? So let's do that now. I'm just going to load a file. Potato farm. I wonder what this is. YouTube short going up in the morning. Bit of a sneak preview. Okay, so we want to go to mines level 999899. So in this mappy window, we're going to go world underscore set mine level, warping you to mine level 99999899. As we see in the top left, Skull Caverns level 9999779. We need slimes. We also need weapons. Get us dragon to the club. Let's get that. I suppose we can just do this. One hit kill, infinite health, infinite stamina, lots of move speed. Every single rock is iridium. We also need a pickaxe. Let's go iridium pickaxe. Blue slime, not iridium slime. Why is nothing moving? Why is absolutely nothing moving on that floor? That was weird. Okay. Okay, moving on that floor. Can I just do that command again and it takes me... Okay, I have to actually leave before I try again. Okay, so let's find another slime. That's better. Whoa! That's right, we get the devil bats. Why is everything moving so fast? So much iridium. So many diamonds. Come on, another basic, yep, blue. Just lots of slime. I need monster musk. And I wonder if I could set the difficult. You all good, bro? You alright there, man? You too. Let's just fill the screen with numbers, shall we? I'm a spider. I'm putting my web up everywhere. What happens if I bomb? Is it ever going to explode? Nope. I don't have animation cancelling tune on either. What about ammo? What about a slingshot and ammo? And go! Well, for once, I am being true to my stream alert. Let's break the game. I always need to turn on my animation cancelling. Does that ever happen in these floors? Like, is it a function of being this deep in the mines? All these guys all of a sudden... Yes. It's a function of being this deep in the mines. Okay, we need more monsters. I could probably also find a seed where this is infested. Let me turn on animation cancelling. My prismatic! No, this is unfair. Look, prehistoric. How long until this day? Like, what day do I need to go to for this to be infested? That's something I was going to do before stream, but I didn't get to doing it. I'm just going to quickly run a script to find infested floors, monster floors. Seed days played level version. Come over to the other monitor and you can see what I'm doing here. So in my scripts, I've got this monster floor, which basically lets me know if a floor is going to be monster floor. We've got seed, days played, level, and version in here. So the seed is going to be the seed that's on the save. Which is the potato save. Days played is what we're going to increment. Level is going to be set to what we're at. Version is set at 1.5. So let's come down here. Seed is that. Day is whatever. Level is that. For each range and day, whatever. This is me looking for weather information. This is for seeded marriage, but we don't want that. We want result equals. No, we want if monster floor seed day level 1.5 then print day. Excuse me, print day. And we'll just return. We don't need any of these other things. Break. So if we run that, why aren't you running? Why aren't you running? Okay, didn't get a result. Let's just bump that up. Really? Really? Day does make a difference, right? What's the floor? What's the floor? What's the floor? Really? Really? It just so happens that we're in a range where it cannot be a monster floor. Continue. No? No, this is for the mines. I have not set this up for Skull Caverns. Just temporarily remove that. That. Temporarily remove that as well. $19. Okay, cool. Come back. World. Day 19. Now if I go to this one there, it will... No, that's a mummy floor. Still a mummy floor. Layout 19. This area is overrun with monsters. Cool. I need to run this again because this is a slime. This is not a slime floor. Oh, you break the big... It's an aquamarine in there? There's an aquamarine in there, but we can't see. We can't confirm it. Right there. Right there's an aquamarine. Right there as well, aquamarine. Slimes on this floor have a special drop. It is awesome. I'm going to find another day. 40. Days played. 40 is 12 in summer. Oops, there. Wasn't infested. Why weren't you infested? Once again, the wrong kind of infested floor. I probably could just code in the check to see that if it is a slime floor instead of the other kinds. That would be smart. 63, that is the 7th of fall. 7th fall. Infested again. Sorry, prehistoric again. 86. 86 is second of winter. The door is locked. Wrong kind again. Well, never mind. We have proven. No, I want a pearl to drop. I want a pearl to drop. I want a pearl to drop. Alright. Let's do this properly. Can be faster if we go to mineshaft. We go to slime area. Okay, load level there. 50% chance of it being a dino area. So a check to see if it is, then a check to see if it's monster or slime, then a check to see if it's dino. So we want another check that if it's not that, and not that again, so not that twice. Cool. Scripts. Seed utility. Monster floor. I think I've gone too far. Gone way too far. Monster floor, here it is. If. If that, then let's go result equals nothing. Then result equals monster else result equals lime. That needs a colon. Then if level is greater than 120, 126. Then if rand.sample is less than 0.5, then result equals dino. Return result. If level is less than 120, and I think in Python, no, it is ampersands. Dang it! Why can't I? Well, my brain is shot. It is the word and. So I've been doing too much work within C#, trying to declare the type of a variable. In Python, you don't need to do that. It hasn't just been Iridium nodes mined, it's just randomly frozen. Morning Fury. Okay, so now we should get a result if it's slime, if equals slime, then print day. Cool. Go. 174. What day is that? If you're going to come in meow, Gordon, at least hop up. 174 is 6th of fall, year 2. Sixth of fall, year 2. Go down. What happened there? I'm in winter. Here we go. Here we go. Are we going to get pearls? Everything's frozen now. Aren't you infested? Aquamarine, we got one. Okay, you're infested this time. Love how all the babies are frost jellies. I think Concerned Ape, like looking at this, it appears that Concerned Ape was going to put in a special ocean themed mines like the quarry mine, but ended up not implementing it. Here's my emerald, another aquamarine, another aquamarine, frozen. Watch me get a pearl now. That's two very solid looking slimes. Wonder how many are actually in there, since it's a rolling 50% as to how many slimes these ones are dropping. Enough in there to make it look not transparent. Come on, we need a pearl. There it is. We got a pearl to drop from a slime. Imagine getting all this way legitimately for it to be a mummy floor. Floor 999779 in the Skull Caverns have slimes with unique drops. That is awesome. It's just this level. No others. Just 999979. Just this floor. Just this one floor. Just this one floor you can get We haven't, there's a drop we haven't seen yet. There's one more drop. There. The rainbow shell. You can get rainbow shells, aquamarines, emeralds, pearls. If you have the slime hutch built, you can also get blue slime eggs. You'll never get into this floor legitimately. But yeah, quirk of the code. Alright, and there was one other thing that I was wanting to test. And that was what happens. Thank you.
And soup.
Thank you. When crops grow, when you plant a seed, in the game files, I will show you. In the game files, content, data, crops. Notepad++. Come over here. These here are the index of the seeds, I believe. And this tells you information about the seed. Basically, how long it's going to take to grow. When and the season it can grow on. And I think these are the index of where to look in the tile sheet. So you've got these phases here. So it's going to spend 1 day at this phase, 1 day at this phase, 1 day at this phase, 2 days at this phase, 1 day at this phase. When you plant a seed, all this information is saved on the crop, and which is also saved in the save file. And then there is another phase put on the end. The fully grown phase, which is at 99999. What happens if you go beyond that? Here is a save file. That has some fully grown crops. On the farm, we have some terrain features. Potato. Nope. No, we do it. Come on. Dirt. It should just be the type of type ASTF. Oh, dirt. There it is. What do you want? Let's bring everything back down again. Okay, farm. Oh, dirt. Expand. Okay, that's what I want. 7118. Yeah, that's what I want. Crop. In the crop here, phase days. 111219999. Current phase 5. Day of current phase 1. So let's increase this. 99997. We have had this crop in the ground for 99,997 days. I believe is this one here. 7118. That one there or that one there? Let's check that. Locations, farm. Yep. That crop right there. Really, Gordon? Oh. He knocked it. He didn't knock it over. The light is now leaning against the screen. Put it in a better position. Good job. What's wrong with my lap? Yes, that's a microphone there. You're going to peer into that? Yeah, check this out. Just sitting on the desk. Sitting on the cryptic crossword book. You're almost light, yes. How am I going to set this up here, boy? Instant needs to stare at you. Going to settle down now? What are you doing? Excuse me. There you go. My untidy desk over there. So we're now on day 99998. Still there. Cool. 99999. Still there. Okay, that's better. That's a much better position to be, Gordon. Hydrate. Hydrate. Thank you for using your Prime on me this month. Welcome into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your use of the golden emotes you received, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to submit to the cryptic crossword. Thank you for the support. I see what you're going for with hydrate. Hydrate. Gotta get the t sound in there. But yeah, we'll call you hydrate. Okay. Is this crop there? The crop is still there. What does it say in the save file? Come over here. It just reset. Okay. It doesn't disappear. It just resets. So why even have it? Or why have it that high? If it just constantly resets, current phase is still 5, and current phase reset back to 1. And if we check at one of the other ones that we've got here, if we look at that crop, look at phase days, our current phase is also 1. It might just constantly reset to 1. Once it's in the final phase, it might just constantly reset to 1. Okay, cool. What happens if I bring it all the way down to 1? Okay, it is there. Hasn't crashed. Still there. Okay, nothing nefarious happens with the crops if you leave them in the ground for 10,000 days. Oh, thank you, Hydrate. I like going this in depth as well. Speaking of going in depth, let's finally look at what the title of the stream is about. Proving Shoniji wrong. Again. So last Thursday, I released a video, exclamation mark, vid, links to that, which was about me proving Shoniji wrong. Shoniji put out a video called Can I Max My Stardew Skills in one in-game day? Good video. It's been very well received as well. If you haven't watched it already, watch it. It's linked. I've linked to it in my video in a couple of places. One in the video itself and one in the description. Where he goes through each of the different skills and attempts to go from 0 XP to level 10 in a single day. He succeeded with farming, mining and foraging. He didn't succeed in fishing and combat. I gave fishing a go, and I succeeded in it, and I put out a video myself. And then, in that video, Shauna commented, okay, do combat next. So, let's do combat next. So let's see what Shawnee has to say about combat. And then we'll come up with a plan as to what we can do.
So far, we're 2 for 3, so let's take those odds and try out combat. Now, combat is extremely
Pixinay's grass monster.
similar to mining, but like 10 times harder. I thought combat would be impossible, as even if you exclusively slay the enemy that gives the most experience in the game, the Iridium Bat, you would still need to slay 682 of them. 682 bats! I tried attempting this using a similar method to the one I did for mining, with the slight adjustments being that I couldn't use a Galaxy Hammer, as that would require entry to the Adventurers Guild, which requires me to kill 10 slimes. So instead, I had to use the Slammer, which sometimes can drop from crates in the mines. I tried heading deep into the Skull Caverns, except this time I was checking for floors with large amounts of enemies spawned on them, or infested floors. It was far more difficult than mining, as a lot less enemies spawned than Iridium nodes. I tried using this method, but despite my best efforts, at the end of the day, I only hit level 5, which is like a third of the experience points you need to get to level 10. So just like that, it seems like another skill is impossible. Unless there was some way to set up
Okay, we'll end it there. The rest of this section, he talks about using slime hutches and sending them up tiger slimes, which you get from lionfish fish ponds. Unfortunately, the slimes that you kill, that you grow, you don't get XP from. So, combat. Use a slammer in the mines, going for enemies, and only getting to level 5. Re-even friend, welcome into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your golden emotes, your rare seed, your ad-free viewing, your ability to submit to the cryptic crossword. Thank you for the support. Welcome in. So, yeah, so makes a good point that you don't have access to the Adventures Guild. Now, a couple of things that we can improve on. Let's consider Monster Mask. There's a bit of a misleading way of introducing into that. Let's consider Monster Mask. Why don't I have the wiki open? Okay. So Monster Mask is a way of Monster Musk. Monster Mask is a way of encountering more enemies in the mines. In order to get the recipe for Monster Mask, you need to complete the Prismatic Jelly special order, which requires killing the Prismatic Jelly. Killing the Prismatic Jelly will give you XP. Now, that's something I haven't actually considered. If you kill a monster with a bomb, do you get XP? I need to enable the crossword help when it hasn't been enabled. On stream, I've built a bot that lets chat solve a cryptic crossword. A grid gets shown on screen. It's not even in the Nightbot commands there, Sam. It's in my bot. Yeah. This is what we want here. Or we just enable it. There's the grid, and there's the help command. Killing a monster with a bomb, does that give you combat XP? That's actually something I haven't considered. Now, we want monster... experience, gain experience. This method here, game location, damage monster. Is a check to see if it's a bomb and has the farmer. The easiest thing to do for this would be to go and blow up a monster and then check the save file afterwards. So let's have a quick look through here first. Okay, where was the experience gains is here. If who is not null, it might be possible for the farmer to be null, and which could be from a bomb. Okay. Let's go kill a monster with a bomb. Cryptic Next may still break the bot. I haven't fixed it since Tuesday. Welcome in, Shawnee. Welcome in, Shawnee. This is the man... I just ate a potato. This is the man behind the video, behind the challenge, who threw the gauntlet down by saying, now talk with combat, in the comments. I pinned that comment in my video. Welcome in, Shawnee. One thing that we're checking. So we just watched your section of the video, and I've got a couple of ideas that we're now exploring. One of them is, if you kill an enemy with a bomb, do you get XP from it? Because if you don't get XP for it, then you can get Monster Musk. There's a couple of other things as well I have an idea for, but that's what we're looking at right now. So what we are doing is I'm going to check the save file for my current experience points. So we're gonna, let's go to title, come over here. Experience points 0, 0, 78, 31, 0, 0. I believe combat is this one. So 31. But we just need to keep that in mind. 0, 0, 78, 31. Let's come back in here, let's load that file up. And we're going to go to the mines. Go to the mines. Swap locations. Yucks. My brain is not working the best today. I'm sick. We're going to go down. We're going to give ourselves some stair cases. We're going to give ourselves some bombs. We're going to get an enemy, and we're going to go boom. We have now killed an enemy with a bomb. We're going to go home, sleep, and we're going to check our save file. 0, 0, 78, 31. So 78 and 31 are the relevant numbers. Reload the save. Experience 78, 43. We got XP. So, you cannot get Monster Musk. You cannot be using Monster Musk, which is a shame because that would have been good. So, not all is lost. There's 3 other things that I have in mind. 3 other things I have in mind. So, in the video, Shawnee was
Enemies spawned on them.
running through Skull Caverns, going down, killing enemies as he comes across. Fair enough. But what if we do this? I need the skull key. What if we do this? We come into Skull Caverns and we do the strategy. Hey look, we've got a piece of floor on floor 1. You don't need to go down in the mines. You don't need to get deeper. So getting deeper would get you to Iridium Bats. Let's get a cam. Bye Gordon. But you can do this strategy. You can see if these enemies are close. If they aren't, leave, come back in again, pause. Any enemies close? No, leave, pause. And then you get a floor like this, and you go out and you kill everything. Just like that. Without the speed and without the one-hit kill, of course. So with all that done, if we now walk back and... So from one infested floor of slimes gave us... So I think our experience was at 3. Where's the experience on this here? Disappeared. 298. That one floor gave us like 295 XP. And if it's infested, you just keep cycling it. Look, kitty cam's on again. You just keep cycling it. Now so that is the floor that you do. So you go to Skull Caverns floor 1 and you have the infested floors on. Now the slimes, the big slimes give you 21 XP. The small slimes give you 10. So could be better, but it's alright. Now, Shawnee used the slammer, saying that you can get it to drop from crates. Yes, you can. Valid. You can get the Dragon Tooth Club, and you can get access to the forge. You don't need any combat XP to get to the volcano, and you can get to the forge without killing anything. You can get to the forge. You can use enchants. You can use rubies. You can use aquamarines on your weapons to make them more powerful before you do this. And you can open up the crates in the volcano to give yourself the Dragon Tooth Club. So you can use a better weapon. And the last thing you can do is turn on dangerous mode. Turn on hard mode. So if we come into the code, and if we come to mine shaft, and we have a look for get additional difficulty level, get additional difficulty, and we come to where it spawns monsters. So the more difficult monsters don't give bonus XP, unfortunately, but get monster for this level, get monster for this level, choose stone type, no, choose the, no, spawn flying monster, no, draw light goes, no, buff monster necessary, no, adjust level chances, here. Monster chance. For each additional difficulty, so legitimately you can only really get this to 1. There is a bug there was a bug in the game that caused your difficult Skull Caverns to never reset, in which case if you accepted the quest again your difficulty would be 2. Dragon Tooth Club beating Galaxy Hammer, ever so slightly. But we can't get the Galaxy Hammer because you can't get access to the Adventures Guild without killing 10 slimes and then waiting until 2. So another valid point that Johnny made. So if you must kill all monsters to advance, that's an infested floor, which puts monster chance at 2.5%. So monster chance is generally, that's what I should search for, monster chance on previous. So monster chance is generally 0.2% plus up to another 2%. So anywhere from 0.2 to 2.2% is your standard monster chance. However, we have an infested floor, in which case that gets set to 2.5, and then with additional difficulty you get another 2%, so 4.5% monster chance. So we have a floor that you can reset fast, that's going to have a lot of monsters on it. with a powerful weapon, so what I'm planning on doing is having a dragon tooth club with 3 rubies on it, and the acrobat, and the enchant that cuts the cooldown. And I'm also planning on having an iridium needle loaded with aquamarines with the acrobat artful enchant as well. And I may also have another club, another needle with Crusader on them for mummies, because mummies are 20 XP. So that's my plan. We are also going to, well, we pretty much just run straight to the Skull Caverns. So we wake up, drink a coffee, eat a magic rock candy, walk to the desert, and I'm going to have a booty express set up in the desert to get us into the Skull Caverns fast. And then we just constantly reset floor 1s of the Skull Caverns over and over and over with the hard mode set, with my weapons, and see how we go from there. The iridium needle you can get from crates when the hard mode mines are set. There is one other idea that might be worth exploring. In the monsters file, which I had open before, it's just over here, isn't it? Monsters there. So in the monsters file, this number here. So just before the name, the second to last field there is the XP that they give. So green slimes give 3, dust sprites give 2, bats give 3, iridium bats give 22. Wooden golems give 5, so on and so forth. So big slime gives 7, but that multiplies based on, like, this is one of the few things that actually multiply based on the type that it is. Lava Lurk 12, spider. Spider spawns in big groups, and you can get them from elevators. If the Skull Caverns fail, then we can try spiders. Because the thing about the slimes as well, you kill the big slime, you get them to spawn small slimes, you kill the small slimes. But this is another option. You use elevators and hard mode mines. But okay. Let's get this set up, shall we? So I'm going to make a new file, and then we're just going to set the day. We're going to get set up. We're going to set the day to a day that has I think we want a slime floor. On floor 1, Skull Caverns. And then we'll just give it a go and see how we go. Killing the prismatic slime does give XP. I have checked that previously. When this first came up, I checked to see if killing the prismatic slime gives XP. It does. The question that we looked at today was if killing any enemy with a bomb gives XP, and the answer is yes. Unless there's another way that we can get an explosion that isn't caused by us. Another way of killing a monster, damaging a monster that isn't us. I just had an idea. It's not going to work. I can say right now it's not going to work. But imagine if you could hatch a prismatic slime and you got Krobus to move in with you. And you incubated the slime in the house and it was prismatic and he killed it. Because I believe Krobus attacks monsters that come up to him in the house. But you cannot get the slime incubator without combat XP. That would have been awesome. To do this challenge, you get Krobus to move in with you. On the grid there, Merlin, you don't. You just gotta sort of infer that from the clues, from the locations that the bot returns. My original plan was to have the grid, crossword grid, sort of uploaded to a Google Sheet and then have the numbers in there. Then I realised that I was saving the grid to a text file and then I can just pop the text file up on stream so you don't have to navigate away. You can if you name your cat the right way. I don't know if you can because the slime incubator is a big craftable. It's not in this list. I say this list as I look over on my other screen and you guys went there. Oh. Is there anything else? Rings. You effectively have 4 ring slots, but you don't have access to all rings. So you potentially have access to the wedding ring, but it doesn't do anything. You don't have sturdy ring, because that needs combat. You do have access to the glowstone ring, because it's mining. You have access to glow ring, because you can get that from crates. You have access to soul sapper. You don't have access to vampire ring, because you need to kill 200 bats for that. You don't have access to savage ring, that's going to be annoying. You do have access to iridium band. You do have access to hot java ring, though that's going to be useless. You do have access to ruby, aquamarine, jade, amethyst, topaz, emerald. So we'll want ruby and aquamarine, because you get those from fishing treasures. Do have access to magnet, don't have access to burglars, don't have access to warrior because that's combat level, don't have access to ring of yoba because that's combat level, do have access to phoenix, don't have access to jukebox because you just don't get that, don't have access to slime charmer ring, do have access to protection, do have access to lucky, don't have access to crab shell, do have access to immunity band, don't have access to thorns, don't have access to napalm. Do have access to immunity band. I think I'm going to use an immunity band to make sure that I do not get slowed by slimes, because I'm going to get hit now and again. But if I have the immunity band with a boot that gives me up to 6 immunity, then I'm never going to get slowed. Blade Human is harsh, yes. I suppose you could get... If you're going that way, you could get... Maybe that... If doing it single player fails, maybe we do that. We get someone else to come in and they can kill the prismatic slime and they can get access to all these other rings if we need it. So I'm probably going to go for an immunity band 2 ruby rings and an aquamarine ring. So let's get ourselves set up. So our name, once again, is Lady Dew. Name is Combat. Favorite thing is proving Shawnee wrong. Farm type doesn't matter. So we make it just like that. We want the sailor's outfit. We want my... Okay, so it's my normal character except the shirt and the pants are different. Don't need that. We'll just make the farm. What did Shawnee overlook this time? There's a few things that we are doing that's going to give us an advantage over Shawnee's attempt. We are going to constantly reset Skull Caverns for 1, and it's going to be infested. And we're going to have better weapons, and we're going to enable dangerous mode, which is going to give us extra monsters on the floor. Like Sam. So what we are doing here is things that we can just give ourselves, just straight up give ourselves, is extra inventory space. Turn these off. We can give ourselves the dragon weapons, because you can get these from volcano chests and you don't need combat to get those. Gonna give myself 2 of those. I'll grab one of those so that we can compare the stats with the iridium needle. Now the iridium needle you can get from dangerous mines and dangerous skull caverns from crates. So the Dragon Tooth Shiv has extra base damage with the plus 100 crit power. The Shiv has extra crit chance with extra crit power. The iridium needle slays when you get the crits. Now you can build a crit build. You can put 3 aquamarines on it. An aquamarine ring as well. So I think that's what we're going to do. So we'll get rid of that. Now the reason I'm going for 2 of these is one of these is going to be loaded up with Artful, the other one is going to be loaded up with Crusader. Because it's possible for me to see mummies in the mines and want the ability to kill those fast. For the rings, we can get our hands on an immunity band, because that's from volcano chests or from crates in the mines, I believe. I did just check that. Special item in the Skull Cavern and level 100 plus of the mines. Okay, so it's just, yep, it's just from Skull Caverns in the mines, we can get that. We're going to go for, we fished up 2 ruby rings, and we also fished up a aquamarine ring. We went to the Skull Caverns, or we got some Omni Geodes, and we got ourselves a whole heap of prismatic shards. And while we're at those places as well, we got ourselves some rubies and some aquamarines. And while we were in the volcano, we got ourselves some cinder shards. So we got all of this without getting a single point of combat XP. Oops, goes there. We can't go for the galaxy weapons. The 3 there, cool. Terrapin has found the gift sub cannon and just aimed it straight at Elise. And scored a direct hit. Elise, welcome back into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy continued use of the golden emotes, your rare seed, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to submit answers to the cryptic crossword. Terrapin, thank you for the support. Merlin, welcome into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your golden emotes, your rare seed, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to submit to the cryptic crossword. Thank you for the support. A slime hutch comes with an incubator, so the Krobos idea could work, except that you can't get the slime into the house. You can incubate them in the slime hutch, but you can't move them from the slime hutch to where Krobos is, and Krobos won't ever go into the slime hutch. So I like what you're thinking there. Doesn't have the press. You might be able to get the other slime eggs from fish ponds. Krobos, get into the slime hutch. I got a present for you. So one of these we want with Artful, and the other one we want with Crusader. That's Bug Killer. Okay, so we've got one with Crusader. Bug Killer, actually, we might be able to get Crusader on this one. Nice. Peric. Oops. Haymaker. Bug Killer. Crusader. Empiric. RNG moment. Like, I could predict this, but we're just going to brute force this. Eventually we will get there. Oops. There we go, Artful. So we have our weapons, which we got legitimately without a single point of combat XP. Which we have, we've got a crit build with Artful and Crusader. And we've got a power build with Artful and Crusader. We've got our rings. Let's put those on. Don't need those anymore. It's going to move along. We've got our magic rock candies, which we got legitimately by trading in prismatic shards. And we got our triple shot espresso that we seasoned to last longer. You can't season the magic rock candy because you can't cook it. And we can just use the magic rock candy for replenishing our health as well. Welcome in, Bobo Gaming. Okay, one more thing to set up. Which was a favorite of my video. All aboard! The Booty Express. Actually, no, these ones need to go there. So you can buy the furniture catalogue to get yourself an unlimited supply of chairs. Time pauses whenever you hop in and hop out of a chair. Actually, at this point there, I probably need to start maybe there. Perfect. Come in here. And delivers us straight to the door. I won't need a pickaxe at all because I will be on a infested floor all the time. So now all that's left to do is to find a day on the save which gives us a infested slime floor on floor 1 of the Skull Caverns. Yes, I am wearing Shawnee's sailor suit. Daily luck does not matter for... Daily luck does not matter for monster spawning. Doesn't matter for anything that we're doing today. I think we are all set. Let's give this a go then. What we need to do right now is to find our floor. So come back over here. The seed is different. So I bring you back over here when I don't know where things are popping up. There's our seed. Day is whatever. Level is 121 because that is floor 1 of the Skull Caverns. Let's do this in year 2. Give us time to get all the stuff set up. Really? No response? Nothing at all? Set in. $188, and 188 is the 20th of fall year 2. So let's get ourselves to the 20th of fall, year 2. Year 2. 20th. Fall. Actually, let's set us to the 19th. So I can sleep. And then reload the game without Smappy on. I said let's sleep. That's right, Kent's here. I don't get the recipe until the following day. Firewolf. So I could get the prismatic slime, I could deliver it to the wizard, but he sends the recipe in the mail the following day. Ginger Gordo. Doesn't matter where the bed is because I'm just going to go straight to the mines. Alright, we are set. We are set. Now if I make this into a video, we're going to have a cryptic crosswords being continually worked on the top left. That's going to confuse the video. Perfect. That's all the prep. I need to put the current clue up the top. Like up along here. Whatever the last one that got called, we just have displayed up there. And I wonder if I could also, in the answers, sort of make a box. That would be neat. So you ask for a clue that gets put up here, and then the relevant ones get sort of highlighted. Write that down. Once again, we have Lady Dew. Okay, so I never actually checked to see if I got the day that I needed. This requires a rhythm, which I messed up. I forgot to do something. Welcome, squirrel. Yes, Sleepy Gordon. Okay, we now have the skull key. Go back a day and sleep. Now we're back to standard Stardew. And we try this again. Luck charm will not affect anything. Luck buff will not affect anything. Hey, cactus fruit. Alright, so we have Crusader and we have that's gonna be annoying. We've got Artful and we've got Crusader. Let's do this. 610. So before we actually do this, can a prismatic slime spawn on the farm with monster spawn enabled? I believe you'd still get XP for that. It's if 2 slimes bred and their baby was prismatic. That's when you don't get the XP. Or specifically, slimes that you breed don't get the XP. If you kill it with a bomb, you get XP, yes. Okay, before we start this, in green slime, there is a method called make prismatic. Populate level. It's only in the mines. Only in the mines can you get a prismatic slime. Well, never mind. Okay. Ah. The first 5 layouts cannot be infested. Here we go. I'm going to turn on Bear Fan View and turn on a hot folder. Okay, there's only 5. I forgot something. I forgot something. You know, remember what I forgot? You can't breed a prismatic slime, no. What did I forget? I forgot 2 things. Alley Cats came up with another thing I forgot. The only place that slimes become prismatic is spawning in the mines. I'm feeling alright, Hoshana. I could be feeling better, but I'm feeling alright. 6 and 5. The ring gives +4. So I need a +6 immunity. So Genie Shoes gives me all the immunity. Mermaid Boots. Yeah, definitely Mermaid Boots. So put those on, looking as snazzy. The thing I forgot. The thing I forgot. Hopefully there's just one here. Excuse me. Is this? You could have 180 there. Hopefully that remains. I'm going to keep Smappy running this time. Actually, that's something I can check. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now we should be all set. Let's try again. Very appropriate music. Here we go. Here we go. Now it's 6:10 now. We need, so there's 20 hours in the day. Each hour has 6 10-minute ticks. We're already at 6:10. So it's 119. Not taking away 119. We need 15,000 XP in total. Every 10-minute tick we need to be getting 126 XP. 11 tickles! Welcome back into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your new sub badge. Your reset is grown. Welcome back into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your golden emotes, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to submit answers to the cryptic crossword. Sorry, my nose ran out of nowhere. Okay. This is not just a slime floor. We have nothing's close. We have a number of big slimes. We have some serpents. We have some squid kids. Okay, 2 slimes right there. That gives me 20 XP. I really need to be seeing big slimes. And what I also need to be doing, zooming out. That's a good number of enemies there. I think we just go for it. Idiot. I did not keep track of how many enemies I've killed then, but there was a whole heap. I think I got what I needed for that tick. Three big slimes. That gives me 60. All the small slimes that came out of them as well. I think that's just 10 XP. Oh, look at this floor. Get out of here. Wonder why this isn't just a slime floor. Too far away. I should have a stack of stairs as well. I'm going to reset. If I have a stack of stairs as well, it means that when I want to leave, I put a staircase down, I use it, and then I exit on floor. I immediately exit the ladder on floor 2. I'll put it there. Alright, Booty Express. That's what I should have done. Last time I was in Smappy, zoom out. And then swap these over to be the way I want them. Okay, I think this one is worth viewing. How many slimes up there? taking a while to get through all of these. Mummies. Too far away. Lots of mummies that floor. Still too far away though. Nothing we can see there. Okay, here's a floor. Will do for that one. How's this floor looking? I kind of want more. Oh, here we go. Those serpents themselves is going to be worth a lot. I can afford to keep on going down here. Gonna keep my health topped up. Wonder how much XP that squid kid gives. Probably the same as its standard counterpart, and that's not going to be a lot. Okay, I think I'm done with this. So let's get out of here. Lots of mummies too far away though. This looks like a one to get these ones. Especially with these serpents coming at me as well. Which I'm actually glad that we got this type of infested floor. Especially because the serpents come at me. Three mummies there, 60 XP. I'd need to kill those in 3 seconds. Which I think I can do. Pink cake and Quee Gem. Honestly, I don't know. I'm just going to keep on doing what I think I need to do. And we'll see how close we are at the end. Don't know if that floor is worth it. Mel! Whoa, this is a floor. Yeah! Yeah! Mel, thank you for that raid. Welcome in, raiders. I am Blade. I am primarily a Stardew Valley streamer. I dig into the game code, find out how mechanics work, and use that for crazy challenges. For example, what you see on your screen right now, I am doing a challenge that was originally created by Shawnee Jew to get from 0 XP to level 10 in a skill, for this one I'm doing combat, in a single in-game day. How's your stream, Mel? What were you doing? 11 Kills has picked up the sub cannon, loaded it with 5 shots and just shot it high above the community's heads. And they came down on top of Nilim's, Katharina's, Xanax, Desert Spoonful, and Nino Keto's heads. Incredibly reckless. U5, welcome into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your golden emotes, your reset, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to submit answers to the cryptic crossword. And Vicky has snatched the gift sub cannon out of Elliptical's hands, trying to bring a bit of sense to this madness, but accidentally shoots off a shot and hits Mel Blue Eyes square in the head. Mel, welcome into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your golden emotes, your reset, your ad-free viewing, and your ability to submit to the cryptic crossword. Ellipticals and Vicky, thank you for the support to the channel. Playing some scary Stardew. Everyone's dead. Their bodies are scattered. Great. Oh, great. Sounds fun. Hope you had fun. Thank you for bringing your community over here. So we are here in the middle of this challenge. We've done all the prep so far, and so we're in floor 1 of the Skull Caverns, which is infested. We're constantly cycling this floor. We have 2 lots of weapons. So the clubs are loaded up with rubies, the needles are loaded up with aquamarines. I've got the left 2 are artful, the right 2 are crusader. So left 2 for floors like this, and if I get a mummy floor, I'll use the right 2 for crusader. And yeah, we're killing as many enemies as fast as we can. We want to see floors like this with lots of giant slimes. We're in hard mode because it increases the amount of enemies that you get. And we're infested so that we don't have to worry about rocks, and it also increases the amount of enemies that you get. Hello there. General Kenobi. So we're going to head over. So with the setup I've got, I couldn't go for anything that would require me to kill any enemies for. So I don't have Monster Musk because that requires me to kill a slime to get the prismatic jelly to hand into the wizard. There's a whole heap of rings we don't have access to. We don't have access to the Savage Ring because that requires killing a whole heap of the shadow creatures. So we have an immunity ring combined with a ruby ring, and a ruby ring combined with a aquamarine ring. And these weapons you can get without getting combat XP. The clubs you get from the volcano chests, and the needles you get from crates in hard mode mines or skull caverns. Okay, so we'll come over here. The big slimes give 21 XP each. The small slimes give 10 XP each. the serpents give 20 XP each. One absolute... Hey, look, an iridium needle. One absolute waste of an iridium shot. A needle shot. Okay, everything's going too far away, so we'll just leave and we'll come back. Everything's too far away there. And yep, this is our entire day. We booty expressed our way in, and we're just in here the entire day. Make sure that we do not die. Need to be doing a lot. Need to be very efficient with our murdering. So the floors that have like 4 royal serpents running at me while I'm running around killing these giant slimes like this. Very useful. And the slimes that spawn babies are very useful as well. By pausing as soon as I go to floor 1, oops. That means that time isn't passing as the floor loads, which gives me extra floor loads. It saves wasted time. Ooh, that looks juicy over there, but I'm not running over there. The first 5 floor layouts, so the layouts you get in floors 1 to 5 of the mines, cannot be infested. And floors of layouts 31 to 40, the mummy floors, also cannot be infested. Not too far away. However, if I was to ladder down to floors 30 through 40 in the Skull Caverns, it's every floor, including, or every floor will be a mummy floor. Make sure I do not die. Faster just to ladder to get out than it is to walk back to the ladder. So all the setup I did in a Smappy session, but made sure to only do things that are possible to do without combat XP. Look at this floor. I probably should have gone and drank the iridium snake milk. I should do more focusing with the needle, because things go very far away when I do that. Because the needle pins things in. I wonder if it's worth having a cutlass. Can I please place a ladder? Thank you. Good number of royal serpents down there, but not enough big slimes to make that worth it. I need a lot of mummies close by. A lot of mummies close by to make those mummy floors worth it. So I'm getting hope of floor layouts 30 to 40. The donut dirt floor is a good one to get. This is not a good one to get. I said this is not a good one to get. Too far away. How flexible do we want to be with these rules? Because I could potentially have explosive ammo. If I started a file, that's worth it. Come on, all together. If I started the file on 1.4.0 or earlier, buy the explosive ammos and then move up to current patch. That means I could purchase the explosive ammo from the... I can't get into the features guild. Never mind. Unless killing them with bombs don't count for XP. Unless you could get green slime. Unless killing slimes that you hatch count. You go 1.4.0, you have fish ponds. Does the slime jack have green slime eggs as a potential drop? I don't know. And then you have to check to see if killing those counts towards the Adventures Guild. If that worked, then you've got access to your Galaxy Hammer, Infinity Gavel. That is a lot of Royal Serpents up there. I'm taking a screenshot of this floor. There's 8 up there. If I can kill them in a tick, it's worth it. I'm gonna give it a go. So all fly away. Come on back, everyone. That one's out of here. I'm at level 6. I'm at least 3,300. I'm on track. I'm actually on track. I'm a fifth of the way there. And I'm a fifth of the way through the day. I'm on pace. I didn't actually expect to be on pace. This one may be worth it. Come on, everyone gather around. Ah. Go away. It might have been worth it if I killed that ghost with that iridium needle, but I missed my combo. Nope, not that one. 4 of them down there. If that was over there, that would have been worth it. Witchstone Gordon. I can kill those in 2 seconds. I don't think I can. Four of them over there. Bye, Gordon. Oh, he is there. Ah, dang it. No, come on, give me the donut floor. Not enough. Too spread out. Maybe worth it. Especially with those two other ones coming up. Oh yes, that was worth it. That was worth it. Okay, what clue are we currently working on? Some barefooted NBA official. Yep. I agree with that. Nice one, ref. I went the cheat. Don't want to have to get over there. Stay away from me, chat. I don't want to get you guys sick too. You can't be spreading viruses through the internet. Endeavour of Miss Farrow in return. Who's Miss Farrow? There's going to be a name for Miss Farrow. You're going to return it, and then it's going to give you Mia. Yep, it's going to give you the name. So it's going to be AIM. Oh, there's been a book redeem. How long ago was that? Yes, you got me looking at chat. Yikes, how long ago was that? I've not been looking at chat. The Glunk That Got Thunk. Alright, let's do that now. The Glunk That Got Thunk by Dr. Seuss. The thing my sister likes to do some evenings after supper is sit upstairs in her small room and use her thinker upper. She turns her thinker upper on. She lets it softly purr. It thinks up friendly little things with smiles and fuzzy fur. She sometimes does this by the hour, then, when she's tired of play, she turns on her unthinker and unthinks the things away. Well, one evening she was thinking up some fuzzy little stuff, and sister sighed, this stuff's alright, but it's not fun enough. I've got to think up bigger things. I bet I can, you know. I'll speed my thinker up as fast as it will go. Think, she cried, her thinker upper gave a snorty snore. It started thunking as it never had before. With all her might, her eyes shut tight, she cried, thunk some more. Then, blunk. Her thinker upper thunked, a double clunker clunk. My sister's eyes flew open and she... Oh, you didn't redeem. Oh, So I completely misread chat. I completely misread chat. You bought the Dr. Seuss box set and it doesn't have Glunk That Got Thunk in it. I read that. Sorry, forgive my brain right now, it's not functioning properly. I read that as in that you redeemed Glunk That Got Thunk before, but you bought the Dr. Seuss box set, it doesn't have Glunk That Got Thunk in it. I have that book. It's in a book called I Can Lick 30 Tigers Today and Other Lost Stories. I found it at a charity shop. And it has I Can Lick 30 Tigers Today, it has King Louis cats, and it has Glunk That Got Thunk. But yes, thank you for covering that book redeem, Terrapin. Where was I? But yes, I will continue. My sister's eyes flew open and she saw she'd thunked a glunk. He was greenish, not too cleanish, and he sort of had bad breath. Good gracious, gasped my sister, I've thunked up quite a meth. She turned on her unthinker, tried to think that glunk away, but she found that her unthinker didn't seem to work that day. The glunk just smiled and said, "Dear child, you can't unthunk a glunk. Ask anyone, they'll tell you that a glunk can't be unthunk. I'm here to stay forever in your lovely, lovely home, and now with your permission, dear, I'll use your telephone. I call my mother every night, it gives her such great joy. She lives 9,000 miles away and I'm her only boy." "Long distance is expensive," sister cried, "get off that line." But the glunk dialed Texacoda cut 123409. "Hello, dear mother," gabbed the glunk. "I hope you're feeling fine. And don't worry about the phone bill, it's all paid by a friend of mine. I just called you up to tell you how I love you, oh I do. And today I did some cooking and I cooked some glunker stew. Let me tell you how I did it, you may want to mix it too. You take a cup of applesauce, you add a pinch of straw, you drop in 14 oysters, 7 cooked and 7 raw. You beat it to a frazzle with a special frazzle spade. Then you pour it in a rubber boot, half-filled with lemonade. Then you toss it in the mixer where you sprinkle it and spin it. "Stop," my sister yelled, "this costs $10 every minute." "Money? Ha!" the glunk just laughed. "Don't think of things like that." Then he said, "Now darling mother, let me see, where was I at? Oh, you take it off the mixer when the stew is nicely pink, then you add a hunk of something, hunk of chakalaka, I think. Then you chunk in chunks of chiclets and you plunk in 7 cherries, and then you plunk in, mother dear, 3 dozen kinds of berries. Now, mother mine, please do this right. These berries that you're plunking, unless you plunk them with great care, will keep the stew from glunking." "Stop, stop," my little sister screamed. "It's not a funny joke. My father can't afford this call. My father will go broke." "Now you keep still," the glunk sat back. He kicked her in the shin. "Don't you interrupt my mother when she's plunking berries in. Now, mother, plunk one berry blue. Now, plunk one berry raz. What's that? You have no raspberries? Oh, everybody has. But if you have no berries, raz, a schnatzberry will do. You have a schnatz. I know you have. Now plunk it in the stew." And he went on talking berries with his dear old darling mother. He jabbered and he blabbered 1 whole hour, then another. He talked $300 worth. My sister shook with fright. "This glunk might cost us millions. He might jabber on all night. My father will be ruined. We'll be penniless. We're sunk. Unless I can unthunk him, or I must unthunk this glunk." And that is how I found them. She was standing there unthinking. The glunk still talking glunker stew. That glunk was not unglunking. Could she unthink the glunk alone? It was doubtful whether. So I turned on my unthinker. We unthunk that glunk together. Then they gave her quite a talking to about a thinker upper. Now she only thinks up fuzzy things in the evenings after supper. Come on, you guys. I should be fine. I don't lose anything. Just going to cost us a little bit of time getting back. Going to refresh my coffee while we're here. I've got a little bit of an optimization for next run. Those two come at me. This may be worth it. If I can actually hit my shots. Coming back, cool. And it didn't come back. Doing well with that cryptic today. Two of them there. Okay, so I'm about a third of the way. I should be well into level 7. Cool. Well, in Shawnee's attempt, he got to level 5. Gonna check the... no, not worth it. There's what you see there, then there's one serpent. And then there's a long way to another serpent. That one's not worth going for. Yeah, if you were after Glunk that got thunk, I don't know how you would. Okay, that's a good floor to go for. I need to collab with the Dr. Seuss rights holders and release a special Blade edition Dr. Seuss collection with a audiobook download. I was going to go for that, but there were rocks in the way. 1 o'clock. Still 7. So I haven't reached 6,900. I think we're going to do this. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 100. This floor is worth clearing out. If these guys come back. That one despawned. Gonna come over here for these guys. Gonna come at me. This is where I need a slingshot. If I need to do this again, I'm having a slingshot with iridium ore in it. Ah, what a waste. Yes, I'm 7 hours in. I can do this. Okay, that floor was worth it. Ah. Okay. So slingshot to aggravate that guy again would be good. I could just dip out here. That's an interesting... That's a very interesting clue. What does bucolic mean? Well, there you go. I accept that reasoning. Let's not die again. That serpent despawned, didn't he? Ah. Actually, these guys are coming at me, so we just do this. Usual fooling around at parties. Anagram of usual, it looks like. Luau's. I will continue on up here. Got a couple of big slimes there, and looks like that. Don't even spot those guys. What a waste. Concept cloth on singer Michael. Yep, quantity of cloth is bolt. Then on Michael Bolton. Nice one. Oh, nice floor. We are 8 hours in. Got 12 hours left. We need to hit level 8 soon in order to still be on pace. Ah, that one's despawning. We're back. Doesn't look like it. Agents could be judgmental to some extent. Ah, 1-3. Emin. And judgmental. This one needs a screenshot. 4 big slimes and a royal serpent. If there were more royal serpents on my way, I would have done that floor. Like this. Gonna go for those, and all these royal serpents should be on their way. Don't think it was worth killing the squid kid. Royal serpents are worth it though. Ah, completely messed that one up. Saying to some extent. Ah. G-E-M-E-N. There's the extra E. Never mind, I won't be G-men. Well, could be G-men. E-men is in there. Okay, checking. 19 down. I put an extra E in there. Yep. That's G-men. Put an exclamation mark on the end of that. Very. Alright, exclamation mark. 8. We're level 8. So we're probably at about 7,000. We seem to be on pace. We still seem to be on pace. Ah, leave the mine, don't slam. Come here. Ooh, there's a lot of enemies on this floor. A couple of royal serpents. Could head over that way. Oh yes, a lot more royal serpents on their way. Good block. Ah. Read down the yeah, I can do those ones. Maybe just crit right away. Thank you. Get that one too. Lost lad at sea with sea dog. Outcast. Old salt, yep. Yeah, sea dog is old salt. It's an anagram of lost lad. So is at sea indicating a anagram? Okay, it's all slimes. Not enough for that one there. My mind's not in a good cryptic mode. I think this area is overrun with monsters. None. Not enough serpents on their way. Did some angling and pulled up fish with no head. Eeled. Pulled up fish is reeled. You take off the head, you get eeled. Is but thank you, Katie Bug. Thank you for the follow. We're now at 4 o'clock, which is halfway, exactly halfway. We are sitting at fishing level 8. We've been at fishing level 8 for a while. We are on pace. When we hit fishing level 9, we'll be 2/3 of the way for XP. So we need to hit level 9 by... before 8. If we hit level 9 before 8, we're on pace. Wasted. Didn't even have the Artful One equipped. Yeah, so going from 0 combat XP to level 10 in a day. Very similar to the latest video on my channel. Okay, this one should be a decent one to do. Let's not die. I have died already, but we're still on pace. Too far away. I think we are on pace doing this in one stream. The stream's going to go longer than what I hoped it would. But we are on pace. Set up and completed in one stream. Let's make it happen. What clue are you looking at? Oh, is the cryptical done? Okay, let's check your work. And there's a good number of mummies down there. We may be doing this floor. Oh, yep. It is done. Oops. Let's check your work. Page 84. Alright. Let's go chat. One across is Cicada, container of CAD in CIA. 4 across is Discus, discuss minus S. 8 across is Lou, look minus the K. 9 across is line dance, anagram of decennial. 11 across is panic, Hispanic minus the his. 12 across is snoot, container of no and sot. 15 across is rural, charade of R-U-R plus L. 17 across is eeld, reeled minus the R. 20 across is mortal sin, charade of mort plus slain anagram. 22 across is aim, reversal of mere. 23 across is refuse, charade of re plus fuse. 24 across is Bolton, charade of bolt plus on. Yeah! Bim94, welcome in. Thank you for that raid. How was your stream? What were you up to? I'm assuming you're doing Stardew as well. We are in the middle of checking chat's homework. So chat has just completed a cryptic crossword up in the top left of the stream, and we're checking the answers to make sure that chat has it correct. So I have a bot. I made a bot myself that allows chat to basically fill in the cryptic crossword. 1 down is cell, homophone of cell. 2 down is chopper, charade of C plus hopper. 3 is Dylan, hidden in shady lane. 3 down is Indus, Hindus minus H. 6 down is, I'm not even checking the answers that you got there. Everything looks fine so far. 6 down is can, double definition. 7 down is sleuth, anagram of hustle. 10 down is nickels. Yeah, you spelled it right. Container of L in Nix. 13 down is old salt, anagram of lost lad. 14 down is Kramer, reversal of remark. 16 down is luaus, reversal of the anagram of usual. 18 down is lingo, charade of ling plus O. 19 is G-men, hidden in judgmental. And 21 is ref, hidden in barefooted. Well done chat. The raid yesterday, Uno reversing it. Ha, yep. I was going to say, 11 tickles, thank you for gifting that sub to Bim94. Bim94, welcome into the Blade Brigade. Enjoy your golden emotes, your research, your ad-free viewing, and being able to submit to the cryptic crossword, which is now done for this stream. How'd you go with the rest of your stream yesterday, Bim? Let me remove that text since we are now done there. Well done, chat, and someone make sure to mention in the Discord about the error in the clue today so I can fix that. Gordon, what are you doing up there? One, two, three, 7 mummies down there. We're going for the mummies. What we are doing now, those coming in with the raid, what we're doing now is we are trying to get from 0 XP to level 10, so 15,000 XP in a single day. It's an idea that Shawnee a streamer and YouTuber, came up with. He did it for all of the skills, but he claimed that you can't do it for fishing and for combat. Well, I've got a video on YouTube where I did it for fishing, and now we are proving that you can do it for combat. There's a cryptic mishap channel, Merlin. So clearly Shawnee should have consulted me before. See if there's any other ideas that could be done. Judgmental. If just mentioned judgmental, that'll be enough. Welcome in, pizzas. We are smashing this challenge. Too far away. Ah. I should be ending stream in 4 minutes, but we got the rest of this day to complete. Okay. That serpent's on the way. Double hit on those. Good grouping of slimes up here. Serpent on the way, kill it. Killed that one, nice. And I think that's it for this floor. So we ladder out. And we go. I say I'm good, but you probably have noticed that I do have a bit of a cold at the moment. How are you still alive? See you, pink cake. What's really annoying with those roll serpents is when you whack them so far off screen that they despawn. Even if you can still see their tail. What's this floor looking like? There's one off screen. That's not worth going for. Oh, look at these serpents. If these all come running at me. There's 2, 3. Okay, so there's a slime here. I'll kill that. Hopefully that will aggro these ones. We'll go down for the 2 down there. Hopefully all the serpents come down and we can get all those. Do not die. Right. That was a good chunk of XP. So, combat 8. Really? This looks like another good one to go for. There's a lot of big slimes down the bottom. But if those come at me, I'll do this. Yeah, I'm going to continue on in here. As long as I don't die. That would be unfortunate. Okay, that should open that floor. That was a lot of slimes there. Nice small floor. Do not die. Ah. Hey, that's the first time we cleared all the enemies on the floor. Raspy meow. Meow. I think the area is overrun with monsters. Not enough on that floor for that version. Okay, there's a lot of... Okay, these guys are on the way. This one's worth it. How is he still alive? He's gonna despawn now. And if he didn't despawn, he's gonna be too far out to come back in. This could be interesting. No. Yeah. Nice, calm, relaxing music as we are murdering all these slimes. Cornucopias of slimes. I did a Google search to see what is the collective noun for a group of slimes. There are a few options, and one of the options was cornucopia. So I went with that. The volcano an option for lava eels? I don't. Are you sure it goes slow in that location? It would be a decent option because lava eels are reasonably common in the caldera. I don't think time is slower up there. I think this floor is worth going for. Yep, top left. Actually, let's get that guy and then swing round. Die. Oh, my computer hiccup then. Alright. Level 9. We are ahead of pace. We are 2/3 on the way to level 10. And we are less than 2/3 of the way through the day. I think. 20 divided by 3 is 6 2/3, which is 6 hours and 40 minutes. 6 hours and 40 minutes, double that. 13 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, depending on when we got level 9. I don't know when we got level 9. 7:20 is when we need to head up by, so I didn't quite check it in time. But we should be on pace. Okay, let's do this floor. Especially on a floor like that. That was a decent floor too. I reckon we are done checking skills. We either get it or we don't. We have the drum roll at the end of the day to see whether we actually got it. I take it Shawnee G went to bed a long time ago. Okay. Give us the floors. Give us the floors we need. Like that. Boom. Hey, look, we got an artifact. There's still plenty on this floor. Look, another artifact. Let's not die. Hopefully he refocuses on me. He does. I think that might... No, there's 3 over there. And a serpent. Okay, that was a very good floor. What kind of meow do you want, DJ? Six hours to go? 5 hours to go. Ah. I was going to take a screenshot of that floor. Okay, I think this is a good floor to explore. 3 serpents bottom left, 4 serpents top right. Gonna trigger. Nice. Let's not die. Come at me, everyone. Annoyingly 1D aggro. That'll do. How's this for looking? Not enough slimes in the way. $5:50 AM. Yikes. Okay. This looks like a decent floor. One serpent aggroed. Gonna aggro the 3 to the top. Get that one. Okay, I think I got them all now. Don't die. No, we're done. $9.40. We are getting there, chat. We are getting there. A reminder that next Monday is a Minecraft lockout stream. Don't think Poxiel can make it, but we've got King, we've got Matthew, we've got Algo, we've got me. Not sure about Therm. Therm is joining, not sure about anyone else, but we do have Queen Cack and President Poundcake who have invited to head up each team as Minecraft speedrunners. Minecraft Lockout, it's like Minecraft Bingo. There's a bunch of different tasks to do within Minecraft. It's a mod within Minecraft as well. It's all tracked within the game as well. And basically two teams, you race to get the goals first. Once one team gets a goal, they lock the other team out of it. That will happen at 1 PM New Zealand time. Come on, come on. Big floor. 10 o'clock. We are getting there. Well, those serpents are off. The people need them. Come here, you. Yeah, they're despawned. It's annoying when they do that. (1 PM New Zealand time on Monday. Depending on where you are in the world, that may be Sunday for you. Okay, that one's aggroed. I'll kill this. There's a slime under here. I'll kill that and then work my way up. Oops. Ooh, almost died there. Everyone explodes. Three Queen Gems, yay! $10.50. I think that the other one's pieced out. Slam that ladder. Don't slam that like button. Don't slam that follow button. Slam that ladder. Okay, it's worth going up top. Oops. No, right here. This guy's coming back. Yes. Come on, come on, come on. Nah. Didn't want to wait for him to come all the way down, so I tried slamming him out. Okay. Supposed to come at me. Are you still alive? Really? $12. 2 hours left. What are the prep rules for this run? No combat XP. So you can get these these weapons without combat XP. These from volcano chests, these from crates in dangerous mines, dangerous skull caverns. You can get to the forge without combat XP, so I've used the forge. You can get prismatic shards, you can get coffee without combat XP, you can get the warp totems without combat XP, you can get the staircases without combat XP. There's a few rings that I can't use. These are the ones that I do have access to. Immunity, Ruby, and Aquamarine. Mermaid Boots. Mermaid Boots, that's a chest in the volcano mines as well, isn't it? Can't have Monster Musk, can't have Galaxy Hammer or Infinity Gavel, because those require some kind of monster slaying to get them. Okay, I think this one's worth it. Where'd these go? Thank you. 12:30. We are almost there. Let's make sure I'm not going to die here. That might be it for this floor. 12:50. Ooh. I like. One more big floor. Almost there, chat. We are so close. So close to the end of the day. One more big floor. And then we see how we went. This is not it. Neither is this. Neither is that. Nope. I'm pretty sure I have it. Looks like two big ones right there. There's a lot of serpents on this floor. This would have been really good earlier on. but we're going to finish with this one. Hopefully he swings back down. He does. Nice. We'll head down. Got both of those. Nice. Last tick. Oh, well, that was huge. Last tick, everyone. What a floor. What a floor. Alright. First full attempt. We started with 0 XP. Did we get level 10? So level 1, we would have got that right away. Level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. We want all attacks to deal 10% more damage. Level 6 here, we can finally make our slime eggs. Level 7, all this HP would have been handy as well. Rings that we can now use. Level 8, level 9. Drumroll please. Just like in the fishing one, we need something lower. First go. First attempt, level 10 combat, 1 day. More HP. Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you for the 200 bits, Terrapen. Ah, yeah, 11:30. Let's see how much XP. How much XP did we actually get? And I need to make a follow-up video now. Shawnee only commented today to do combat. I thought, actually, I do have ideas for that. I didn't expect to actually get it over and done with in one stream. Experience. Okay, you ready for this? You ready for this? Right there. 16,203. 16,203. I have another save file to give to Shawnee's Discord. Yeah, we do need a tweet, don't we? Let's craft that now, shall we? We smashed it. That was a fun challenge. I'm going to redo that. Okay, there is our screenshot. Now let's... What is that cursor doing in there? Okay, there's our screenshot. Let me pull up Twitter. And let's tweet. Come with me to the other monitor. Here's the other monitor. Tweet. At Shawnee Dew. So what do we say? I died once. The biggest farm level we can get in one day? 10. Farming is very easy to prep. You just put a hyperstar fruit down. Yeah, I died once. But something like I died one time and still got level 10 in a day. A total level. Oh, for everything. Good question. Are you mean from 0 XP, or are you allowed to do stuff within level 0? Good question. I need to copy that in. Within level 0. It's a good question, because like this was a full day dedicated to combat. You'd be able to do combat and mining at the same time. Farming, foraging, you just harvest your star fruit, harvest your forage. So that's done easy in a day. Fishing, you could have some fish ponds set up and harvested, and harvest those as you go. But that's going to take up space. And then mining and combat, you do something like this, but you're blowing up zones as you go. Suppose you have the farm for the fish ponds, and you have Ginger Island for other things. And you can even have garden pots up and running if you need more space. Okay, well, let's put that in. I died and still got 16,000 combat XP in one day. With the screenshot. I call the whole thing Ushan. Like, it's hard to see there. I want the... Can I edit the picture afterwards? Because if that's how it looks, I don't want... I want to see the character with Bladey Dew and the 10 at the end. I did it, smiling. I gotta throw the shade. We gotta throw the shade. Ah, the picture. You can click into it. Hashtag get good. We're going to copy that. We're going to delete it. We're going to paste that again, and we're going to take another screenshot. There we go. There we go. Alright. I need to go to bed. That was fun. That was a fun stream. That was a fun challenge. Level 10 combat in a day. Let's go find someone to raid. Who is on? Yeah, thanks for hanging out, everybody. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, being sick and all. Glad I did. I'm glad that I didn't continue the seeded speedrun. Because my mind is not in a good space for that. But for something like this where I can pause and think about it, and it's not a speedrun, it's not a rush. That worked out alright. So next stream is Monday. Day stream for me. Monday at 1 PM New Zealand time, Minecraft Lockout. There is also a non-zero possibility that the Lockout crew, we may be having a Lockout match against Smallland. There was a tweet that Smallland put out last weekend saying that I never got a opponent for the Lockout. They don't want to do it in 40 minutes. And I responded to that, saying that I'm part of a streaming group that do monthly Lockout matches. We don't speedrun it. Do you want a 1 vs many? And after his stream, mine was the only tweet that got replied to after the stream, saying maybe next time. So I reached out in Discord, went to add him as a friend, he accepted, and had a bit of communication. Nothing is set in stone. I'm going to ask over the weekend if we can get the unreleased updates to the mod, and just touch base a bit later, ask if he's still up for it. So that'll be cool. Sensational's on. Sensational stories. Read them a few times, let's read them again. Cool. Done. Off to bed. Off to sleep. That was fun. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. Nightbot and sometimes Blade Humans been spamming all the links or the Discord. If you haven't hit the follow already, please do consider hitting that. I like doing crazy challenges like this. My other ongoing one is a seeded perfection speedrun. That's cool. Exclamation mark vid gives you my latest YouTube video as well. That was a similar challenge to this, but in fishing instead. Anyway, I'm off to bed. I already said it, but I'll say it again. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you are. We will see you on Monday for a Minecraft Lockout. Have a good one.